We back, man. You man.
We in it, man. We in it. We in
Had a little bit of technical difficulties, as they say.
it. It gets
Man,
like that.
I'm
It gets
checking some
like that.
things out real quick. I'm trying to see if everything working properly. I want everybody to be patient while we get this thing
Yeah.
started. It's the first episode of C Students. I got my boy with
Uh,
me, 1991.
it gets like that, and that's what it be. What's the deal, ladies and gentlemen?
You already
Man,
know. You know me. I'm
you already know.
DumpDeezy.
You already know.
It says live already.
Love.
All right. Well, I guess it's live already, man. I ain't mean to do that, but whatever. It's my first time
uh, yeah.
doing this.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I know it's a little
Episode one.
delay.
Yeah.
What's good though? What's good though, my boy? How you?
You know what I'm saying? It's we live. We here. I'm great.
Yeah. How
I'm feeling it.
you how you feeling
I'm
today,
feeling
man?
it, man. I'm excited, man. I'm ready to go, ready to get it. You know what I'm saying? This first time experience for me. Like, I'm happy to be doing this with my boy, my day one.
Yeah.
Since the free lunch. Gotta let him know since the free lunch.
Say that
Yeah,
again. You
but
say from the free lunch days.
from the free lunch days, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? You feel me?
man. Hey, man. They
Yeah,
don't know, man. They don't know about them St. Martin
they don't
days,
dig it.
man.
They don't dig it. They don't dig
North Philly.
it. North Philly. Lehigh
Yeah,
babies in the building forever. Forever, ever.
yeah,
Man,
man.
my God,
What's up, though,
man.
man? How your day started off? I think I woke you up a little early. What happened?
Oh, early bird gets the worm. My guy added. He said
Hey,
7
man.
a.m. I said, oh, you got it, bro. You
Shit
got
been
it.
on my mind.
Yeah, heavy, heavy, heavy. Yeah,
It's
heavy
been,
shit.
it's been, it's
Heavy
been
shit.
on my
Good, good
mind,
shit.
man.
Good shit, man. Good shit.
Did
Like,
Did you at least sleep well?
I did actually, like, came in, chopped it up with the old lady, and
Yeah.
then, just eased into the sleep and didn't even realize I was asleep. Like, I was gone.
Yeah,
Like, that shit was
that's
over.
how I get.
You know what I'm saying? But it,
Shit.
it gets like that. That's it's good when it gets like that. Get your body to rest and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
Shit.
sure.
Lately, I've been going to sleep a little early.
Yeah,
Lately, I've been
yeah,
getting into bed, 8, 9 o'clock. But it's crazy because last
yeah.
night, I played poker. I got a poker tournament coming up at 3 o'clock
Yeah,
online
just telling me
last
about
night.
that, John. I'm like, oh, all right. You know what I'm saying we getting the chips with the dip. You did like
Get my skills up, man.
with
Last
the
night I was
dip.
playing a tournament. I was
Yeah,
I got into this tournament and it's crazy because it was only like 40 people in there and I
yeah,
was hitting. And I was doing real good. I made
damn,
it to the last 16 people.
yeah,
But this is
yeah,
how I feel about online touring. This is how I feel about online card games. Like I don't care what nobody say. It
yeah.
favors it favors certain play or certain players, man, because
It
it's no
do.
way in hell certain things. I don't want to fully go into too much detail
The
because a lot of people don't know
the
how to play poker. They
experience
probably won't.
factor. Yeah, the
But
experience factor. That shit come into play heavy for real.
yo,
I be
it's
seeing them
it's
Jones, ESPN and shit. Yo, that shit
yo,
heavy.
it's
Like,
different. It's
yeah,
different live though. Don't get it wrong. When you play
for
live, it's a
sure.
little different. I just feel like online,
Yeah,
the online system kind of sort of favors. I'm gonna just say good play or certain
yeah,
certain thing. I think it favors certain things because there's no way in hell I hit the flop and a person they all in. So I call all in with them and
yeah.
they don't have nothing on the board. But the last two cards to turn in the river is both of their cards. Like that happened like 3 or 4 times last night. I
Yo,
was
that
sick.
shit
Like, oh my
crazy.
god.
Yeah, that
But
shit great.
enough about that,
Yo,
man. I ain't gonna get too much into that, man. But I do
hey
got a
man,
tournament coming up at 3 o'clock.
we gotta talk about the chips, man. try
Yeah,
to get,
man.
try to get that
So
money. Yeah,
let me kind of get things rolling a little bit. Let me see.
yes, sir.
I got a question for you. All right, and, I got these
All
things
right,
written down. I'm
say
gonna
that,
start
bro.
with this.
Cool beans.
Um, Let me see. Hold on. Okay, I got something better. Hold on. My bad. Be patient. It's the first time,
Nah, you
y'all.
good.
So
Trust me,
anybody watching
it's
this,
it's all love across the board. You know what I'm saying? Across the
yeah,
board. Uh, appreciate your patience with me.
Hey man, I
I,
appreciate you being here doing
niggas,
this with me, man.
niggas is not morning people, you see. But it gets like that though. It gets like that for sure. And
I'm typing this in so it could be across the screen.
yeah.
Um,
Mm.
my bad, y'all. My bad. God damn. All right,
Yeah.
so
Oh, snap.
it should be popping up any minute.
Yeah. Mm.
Use of marijuana.
My
Are
God.
you for it or are you against it? I'm gonna start with my whole thing. As you know, I don't smoke weed no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, I stopped again because a lot of people probably don't know. I
Yeah.
first stopped when I first started this channel. It was because I stopped smoking weed and I was recording my progress and telling other people how to basically exactly what I was doing. I was being super transparent, telling people exactly what I was doing, exactly what I was experiencing
Yeah.
as I was, stopping weed. And that was January 2018. So January 2018 up until July 2018, I
Yeah.
was I was clean. But in July 2018, I got arrested. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. That
fast
shit heavy.
forward, I get out March 2019
Mm.
and I was dipping and dabbing a little bit, but I still was on my not smoking shit, but I was dipping and dabbing a little tiny bit. Then I completely cut it
Yeah.
off again. Then um July 2020, we all know 2020 was a crazy ass year, but
Yeah.
July
Yeah.
2020, my grandma passed away, and I
Yeah.
started smoking weed again a little bit up until January
Uh,
2021. So it's a little
yeah.
trend with this January stop smoking shit.
Yeah,
So
man. That's the
basically
month.
from January
For sure.
2021 up until now, and for
Uh,
months to come,
yeah.
no weed, no edibles, no vapes, no none of that. I never did vapes anyway, but none
Yeah.
of that shit. You feel me?
Yeah. I never
So
understood them jaws myself. Yeah.
the answer, my answer to the question is basically, while I'm not fully against weed,
Uh,
um, I know it has some benefits for people, but I feel
uh,
like for me personally, I'm against it. You know what I mean? But for other people, I can kind of, I'm not gonna say I can understand, but I see why people do things they do. But maybe they need to further dive a little deeper into their
uh,
way of their way of life
yeah.
and do a little fixing because some people don't need to be smoking weed because it's fucking their
Yeah.
life up. You know what I mean?
Right.
For some
Exactly.
other people, it's not really a problem for them at all. But even
Yeah.
still, it still does a lot of harm.
Yeah.
If we got to weigh the pros and the cons, I think the cons outweigh the pros when it comes to being a daily weed user. So that's my take
Yeah.
on it. What you think about it, man?
Well, me personally, um, like my personal experience is a little bit different from most because
Mm-hmm.
I'm as what they call late to the game, shit like that. So,
Yeah.
so to dive a little bit back in the day, I kind of took like a little bit of a vow after my grandma passed, not to really smoke anything, like, but more specifically like cigarettes, like being
Right.
completely, like completely against all that, like Newport, all of that. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, going from that age, that's around like '05, '06 to literally 2020, whereas though, you know, there's still no cigarette use. But drinking is literally on occasion. I'm only going out and sipping and only doing like probably like 2 cups, maybe like a shot or two. That's about that.
Right.
But as far as weed, as far as, smoking itself or whatever, it was just the one day just sitting here, just folding clothes in the crib. Like, all right, you know what? Let me just see what everybody's talking about. Let me just see what all the fuss is about. Let me just try it. If it
Mm-hmm.
don't do nothing, it's no point, right?
Yeah.
I might have to run that back for the people. Like, I'm on the tight time looking at it like it's just a blunt. Like, you know what I mean? Nothing crazy happens when other people hit it. So,
Mm-hmm.
if it don't do nothing, it can't be that bad. So I just said fuck it. It was a fuck it moment. Literally
Mm-hmm.
said fuck it.
You said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna take this puff and see what's gonna happen."
See what's gonna happen. Took the puff. I mean, I don't have virgin lungs because I hang around smokers like constantly. I was under grandparents that smoke constantly. So ain't no, ain't no rookies on it.
Okay.
But it's a rookie, but not really, you know what I mean? So
I was about to say, because you is still considered a rookie if you ain't never take a
you
puff
feel
yourself.
me? You
You know what I
feel me?
mean?
So, you know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, fuck it. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and just try this shit. Took that puff, took another puff. My shorty walked in from the bathroom. She like, oh my God, what are you doing? I'm like,
Hold up. So it was her weed?
yeah, it was her. Cause she smoked weed and cigarettes, and I've been trying to get her. We've been on and off for like 7 years and shit.
Right.
So you know, I would sit here and literally try to get her to stop smoking cigarettes. And I mean, try to like you don't gotta spend that much on weed, like all this. Like I used to really give her third degree over how much that shit really costs, my nigga. Like
Mm.
what? Backwoods 5 packs is $5. And then if you go other fucking
Hey
places, they
man.
7, they 6, they what, bro? Niggas go broke. It's
Hey
crazy.
man, you don't
So,
gotta tell me, man. I trust me. I know a lot about
uh,
money and the use of weed.
uh,
That shit will fuck
for
you up,
real, bro,
especially if you come from a
for real.
place of not having a whole lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That shit's so crazy, bro. So I'm like, I literally just took that fuck it moment and ran with it. I literally said, okay, if this is not that bad as everybody, you know what I mean, like from the past was like, hey, you better not smoke, you better not do this, you better not, like, you know what I'm saying? You know how parents, older cousins, shit like that. You know how they be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it's not that bad, then, you know what I mean? Let me do my research, let me do my homework, let me look and see what's more than this. You feel me? I started watching these, these YouTube channels and all that where these guys from America will go to like fucking Colombia, Brazil, out there, bro. Just out there, like you know what I'm saying? Just nothing but fields of like tall ass weed plants, shit like that.
Damn.
And I just do my homework and I'm like, yo, like it's a whole bunch of fucking shit to THC. Like that shit is really, you know what I mean? So it
Right.
made me more interested than anything. So I think personally how I feel about weed and if I'm against it really, I'm not against, you know, I'm not really against the growth. Watching something really literally go from the ground and grow and sell and make money and you know what I mean be on stock markets and shit like like white people invest in it. Them niggas is trying to get this bread. So like
Right.
but I can't be against that though, bro. That's America, B. Like
Hold
on
on,
some
hold
shit
on.
like
Real
yeah,
quick. It looked like we
yeah.
got one viewer in. Let's give him a round of applause for the one viewer.
Let's give them a round of applause for the viewers. We love
Yeah.
all our viewers. We got the
I
ice on for the
appreciate you.
viewers. We got the ice on for the viewers.
Man,
Strictly
I'm
for
playing,
y'all.
Jane. But I
Strictly for
appreciate you,
y'all.
man. I
Yes,
wonder if I can
sir.
see who that is. I doubt it, but
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate you tuning in, my brother or sister.
Come on, man. Spread the
I
word.
mean,
Share it.
definitely leave
Subscribe.
a comment if
Hey, press that like button. That's what y'all need to do. Press that like button for me.
yeah,
That's what y'all
definitely
need
press
to
the
do. That's
like
love.
button.
That's love.
Man,
You feel me?
there's much more of this to come.
Yeah.
So hold on, I'm gonna ask you another
Yeah.
question though. Like,
All right.
I'm gonna put it across the bottom.
Say that done. Cool.
How does weed affect your relationships? I'm gonna let you.
Mm,
I'm gonna let you start
mm.
off with
Okay. Well, your boy been in a couple of them John. Couple of them things for relationships. You feel me? So,
that. Yeah.
um, the one I'm currently in is like she's been smoking longer than me.
Right.
And my whole goal used to be, okay, when you gonna stop smoking? When you gonna, you know what I mean? So it has that effect when it's not you. Like you see it and it's like, come on, like I want you to live as long as me type shit. Like shit like that.
Yeah.
So, it's like, what do you do? Do you give in? Do you know what I mean? You step to that side and say, all right, well, let me just see what it is. And that's kind of what it was. Like, step to that curiosity stage of, all right, well, let me just see what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, see what it was just hitting for.
Right.
And so far, for the both of us, it's probably been the best out of these 7 years. Like,
Yeah.
we've been traveling, like, you know what I mean? Miami, Puerto Rico, and them. You know what I'm
Puerto
saying?
Rico.
Like,
When did you go to Puerto Rico? Because I was in Puerto Rico
oh,
February earlier this year.
summer, yeah, this summer that just passed, we just went in like August. And then
Okay.
in I think that was July or June or something like that, took that trip to Vegas. Oh my
Mm.
fucking God, bro. Oh my motherfucking, first of all, pray that you can get a straight flight to Vegas. Like,
Yeah,
that's the
I
number
went
one.
and got a straight flight.
Nah, nigga. Yo, I swear to God, it took 3 planes to get there. The first stop
Damn.
was, yeah, I think our first job was Atlanta, and then
Y'all went
we
south
couldn't.
first?
Yeah, they took that job like literally like boom, and then bang, we was like there. Cause the last stop before Vegas was Salt Lake City, Utah, and I'm like, my nigga, like if I could go see Carl Malone, nigga, we out. Like, listen, we'll pay for this
Yo,
ticket to come back. Like, I just need to get this autograph. That's that ball for block shots with the, you know what I mean, with the
the
pretty jump shots.
mailman.
You feel? The mailman.
Yo, so
Like,
so
oh
my bad. Go
man,
ahead. I ain't mean to cut you off. Oh, I see
no, no,
we
no,
got
you
another
good?
viewer in the building.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Let's get it.
But no, but
Let's
look,
get
right?
it. Appreciate y'all.
Uh, it's crazy you say that because all right. So if you don't know,
Yeah,
I never flew planes my whole. I never flew on a plane my whole life until 2020. And my
yeah.
first time getting on the airplane, I went skydiving.
Oh
So my first
shit.
time getting on the plane, I jumped out that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah,
My
that was crazy.
God.
Matter of fact, I got video of that shit too. I need to put that up. I never put it up. I never showed nobody except people that people that know me and shit. But
Right.
I got
Oh,
that was my first time on the plane. My second time on the plane was going to Vegas,
uh-huh.
and it was a straight flight, 6 hours. So that
Yeah.
being said, I looked at a 6 hour flight as normal. I didn't think that was
Right.
a long. I didn't think that was a long flight time. You know what I mean? But I tell other
Yeah.
people they like that's a long ass flight. I'm like, well, it felt normal
Exactly.
to me. It's my first time flying commercial. It felt normal. Now I
Mm-hmm.
understand because I took a flight to Puerto Rico and I took a flight to
Mm-hmm.
the Virgin Islands this year.
Yeah.
I went to Puerto Rico
Oh,
in February. I
shit.
went to Virgin Islands in
Thanks,
April.
bro. Call the cops on you, man. Appreciate my fault, cousin. Hold up, bro.
I
Yeah.
got a
Oh shit.
package.
Oh, yeah, you good. No man. You enjoy your day, bro. I appreciate you, cousin. No, the eats, bro. The eats.
Oh, I
Had
had to
to,
get some Uber
had,
Eats.
Pre-game.
I feel
My
you,
fault,
man.
bro. See, my fault. We
No,
all out. I'm sorry.
nah, man, do your thing, man. It's cool. But yeah, I ain't want to get too far off track, man.
Oh, it's good.
That's crazy because when I was in Vegas, that was during the time where I was dipping and dabbing with the weed, so I got a chance to
Yeah,
experience Vegas weed. And to be honest with
yeah.
you,
That's
I think it's trash. I'm gonna be honest with you.
what.
Got some,
Kids, I swear.
I got some music playing over there.
Neighbors, just neighbors, bro. Ah,
All right,
we back. We back. We back. We are
all
back.
right,
We settled
all
in,
right.
ladies and gentlemen.
But
We
yeah,
back and
man.
we
Like
settled in.
what I was saying was, I think Vegas weed is trash. It was dried out. They said that's how the
Yeah.
weed is over there. I'm like,
But
yeah, I won't be doing
was
this shit
it?
again.
But was it gas or was it loud? I think that's really one of those. You know what I mean? Kind of questions too. Like, especially when you not where you from and you
Hmm.
smoking out with. Like, is it gas? Because I think me personally, like, I know some people probably like this nigga crazy. Like, it's the same thing. My nigga, it's kind of not. Like,
What would you say is the difference?
you gotta really think. Cause loud, I feel like has been out more than gas. Like it's been long, like I out longer or whatever. Like people been saying, yo, loud out, loud out. Like since like 20 what? I want to say what 2014, 2015. Like when it really started. Cause
Okay.
everybody was like on the Reggie shit, and then that shit was dead. Like
I
then it
mean,
was just, you know what I mean. But then gas kind of really took off 2016 till now. Like everybody on gas. So it's like the taste difference is the difference. Like for me, like you know, when I smoke different weeds or whatever, it's you can taste that difference. Like for sure. Like no matter what kind of weed you think it is, it's gonna be something different. It should taste different.
right.
That's just it. Like keep it a bean. Like like for instance, say you got some Khalifa Kush, right? You take a Khalifa Kush type of flower and you smoke that, and it's like, you know what I mean? You fall, like you high, like you gone. Like that's that West Coast high, like you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm gonna
you
be
take
honest,
something like
man.
that and bring it to like Philly weed, that's a different feel. Like that brings it
Hell
all the
yeah.
way. Yeah, like
Everybody
it's
know Cali
quality.
weed is like the best weed.
Yeah,
Everybody know that for the most part. I'm
quality.
gonna be
Yeah,
honest
you
though.
feel me?
Like
Yeah.
back when I was first started smoking weed, we was
Mm,
calling you either had Reggie,
yep,
you either had Reggie or you had exotic. You
yep,
know what I mean? And now the word exotic, well, not right now, but for a while,
yeah.
the word exotic kind of went away, and people just were saying, "I got loud," or "I got gas," "I got loud," "I got gas,"
Exactly.
and they
Yeah.
went away from
And
exotic. But now
yeah.
people saying they got Zaza, right? And I used to think Zaza
Yeah.
was a specific strain of weed, but
I thought
come
it
to
was
find
something
out,
completely right, completely different. I didn't
come
even
to
think it was weed.
come to
Like
find
for
out,
somebody
Zaza
to
is
me.
only is just a nickname for exotic, and they mean like
Oh,
real exotic. You know
okay.
what I mean? Like some like I done seen
Mhm.
some good fucking quality weed and seeing the effects of the shit, but that's a
Yeah.
whole different story though, man.
Hey,
Uh
that's why we're here. That's
yeah, man.
why we're
Let me
here,
see
man.
something.
Yeah.
Let me see some. I think I should have had these questions already queued up, but like I said, it's the
Do it.
first time doing this shit. So
No, no, no. Do it. Let you type the drum like in there as we going, or like this.
yeah, it do. But it
Or
would be better if I already had them, so I could just click on them. Boop, 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 boop.
yeah. That's
I
cool. That's
mean,
cool.
but I'm gonna go to this one. Let me see.
Let me see. Hold up.
All right, I got one for you, man. something that you said, right?
Uh, uh, man, we got a lot of settings on this joint, man. Oh, all right, cool. That's better.
How has weed changed you as a person?
Mm,
Now,
it's a big one.
I'm gonna
It's a
start with
big
that,
one.
right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna give my 2 cents on that, right?
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
all right. So if I could remember, clearly back in St. Martin days when we was in there, clearly we wasn't smoking weed, right?
Yeah. Clearly.
Um,
All right,
that was
mom.
fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth grade, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I was
Uh,
always what can I say, a laid back type person, but at the same time
mm,
energetic. Like I
yeah.
always had a sense of humor. Always had energy. That's just the bottom line. Always had energy and shit.
Oh
I
yeah.
wasn't. It probably took me a little while to get real comfortable with people, but once we was cool, we was cool. Like me and you, Darian,
Bro,
Steve, everybody
all
like that, right?
all of it. Yeah. All of
Uh, we after a while, we got comfortable and we opened up. Um,
it. Yeah.
so then when I
Fuck.
started smoking weed in 10th grade
Uh,
is when I really started like smoking weed every day. It was 10th grade. What changed for me was, how can I say, like, I got lazy. You know what I mean? I got real lazy,
yeah.
very passive. As my man John, I was talking to my man John on the phone, uh,
Yeah.
like an hour or so ago. Like he's that was like a good way to put it. I got real passive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, you had these dreams and shit. You want to do shit, but your care level is like whatever. You know what I mean? It was just like whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so the way it changed me was it just made me less ambitious, should I say? It give you the dreams, like you had these visions and shit, but when it come to time to just doing shit, you know what I mean? You tend
Mm,
to get more, let things, what's the word I'm looking for? You tend to procrastinate more. That's the word I was looking for. You
yeah.
tend to procrastinate a little more. And
Yeah.
that's what it did for me, you know what I mean? And the physical part, that's the mental part. The physical part, from what I can see, not much change besides my stamina as far as like running for a long time and stuff like that, playing basketball, I like to play ball.
Yeah.
It'll have you out of breath
Yeah.
quick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whew,
Yeah.
that was a big one because
We used to get it
yeah,
in on the schoolyard, man. And
yeah,
nigga,
jumping
shout
off the
out
wall to dunk.
if that nigga see this, shout out Woody.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
Woody Ray,
you know what I'm saying?
motherfucking
Oh, rest in peace, Vince Ho.
yeah,
He
rest in peace,
said
Vince, man, that was crazy.
that was
Uh,
my guy. You know what I'm saying? At one point, that was my guy.
yeah,
Um,
Brandon
yeah,
Brown,
man. Shout out Big George.
George,
Gio,
man, that was my boy, man.
if
Damn.
he see this, I got him on the book somewhere. You know what I'm saying? If he see this,
Yo,
shout out Gio. That's my guy. Salute.
I ran
Uh,
into George.
uh,
I ain't running to him personally, but I think I was
yeah, your
playing.
boy. He been traveling too, man. Shout out
Yeah,
that. He been traveling, doing his thing. Yeah.
I think I was playing. I was playing. What you call that? I think it was pool. It was either a ball
Oh, yeah,
pool or poker on a phone, and me and him linked up
yeah.
on there somehow, some way. That was crazy. You know
That's
what I mean?
cool. That's always a vibe when it's like that too. Like that's a real joy. It's a real vibe right there for sure,
Yeah,
man. For sure, for
that
sure.
was crazy, bro. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's. I think I said my part for the most part. How we changed me, man. How it changed you? You think?
Oh man, like my shorty would tell me, like, yo, like since you started smoking, like your whole demeanor, your whole mood
I think
been
your sound
calm.
went out. Hold on. I don't know if that's on my
Uh,
end or not. Hold on.
that's mine. We
I don't know
still
what.
good. We still good. Uh-uh. You.
Probably my headphone. Let me see. Sound check.
Mic check.
Yeah, I don't. There was something. Let me see. Someone.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I get you perfectly fine, bro.
Oh yeah, all right. I hear you back. Yeah, I
We
don't. I
good?
think my headphones keep disconnecting.
Oh, all right, nah, it's cool. It's cool.
I
All
hear
right,
you
we
now
back.
though.
We back. I thought it was my jaw. That's why I was holding it out like that. This shit's so short. I get like another pair or something.
Nah,
Um,
I can hear you fine when I
yeah.
when it's on.
hmm
But yeah,
Um,
how has we changed you as a person?
like from what I was told, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been more calm since you know what I mean. Since I picked the blunt up, like everything been calm. Like, and I think now that I really look at it, it's good that it's like that. Like, it's good that I'm not worked up about shit. Like, I wake up every day and I'm able to go throughout the whole day, even if it's some bullshit going on, even if it's this, you know what I mean, happened and I gotta, you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like all right, like all right, like damn,
So you
damn,
saying
but all right, like you know what I'm saying. So I
so
take
you used to
that
get worked up a
different.
lot about shit.
Yeah, it's added like a different outlook, like a whole nother outlook, like as like completely, like that shit is just crazy. It's just really crazy, and I think it's just beautiful. Like more people that act so, you know what I mean, so uptight, everything a big ass deal, shit like that. Those type people need something like that to really calm them down and get them to that point. Like, yo, my nigga, if you don't chill and take this fucking weed, then I don't have to draw you. Like, what you like? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think like
So
it kind of need to be spread out, but it's just harmful to the body, and that's probably you know what I mean, that only setback that's really holding it back really for. But that's my personal opinion. Like everybody really have they look on the subject of weed, you know,
mhm,
but it's different. It has a different result for everybody. Like that shit
true,
is definitely, you know what I mean,
true.
definitely
Um,
something.
so what about the long lasting effects of weed itself on your body?
Mm. Um, for me, like I deal with a lot of like body aches, like bad ankle, bad knee, bad back, shit like that. Um, so once I did pick the blunt up, like I started to notice like a lot of pain at nighttime was just like, all right, it's not as bad. Like I'm moving around, I'm doing all these stretches. I started like walking more, like, and it's just like, all right, I'm starting to notice, like, okay, is it like it's helping, but I mean, I thought it was supposed to really hurt, but it's actually gave me that little bit of a calm, but that little
Mhm.
bit of a push at the same time. You feel me? Like it'll calm you when it needs to calm you. But
Right.
if you at like work or you at the gym or something like that, and you hit the blunt, and then you go, what I mean, do what you need to do, like it'll get you to that mood. Like it'll take you there. Like you know what I'm saying? That 5 year foreign, that eight, like you feel me? Like you know what I mean? It'll take you there and make you see like how simple what you need to do really is. Like everything used to be so complicated.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Once you go through all this shit and you're like, all right, I might need some help in here, whatever, whatever, like wherever you working at or whatever. Once you go through all of that and then you start smoking and then it's just like, all right, well maybe this shit ain't as bad as it thought. Like maybe, you know, what I'm doing for a living could be much more simpler if I apply it this way. Like we really make you look at certain shit a certain way and analyze it. a certain way.
Right.
To where as though it's simplified for you. To where as though you could teach it to others and let them succeed. That's how you build your team. That's how you build your brand, et cetera, et cetera. You know how that works. So I
So
mean, on the body though, I know it takes a toll because your lungs are at risk. You
yeah,
feel me? And
that's what I was about
the
to get
rest of
into.
you, yeah, the rest of your body is also at risk, but more so your lungs. And for me personally, having a personal experience of not wanting to pick up cigarettes because of how that damages the lungs, and it's
Hmm.
really a fact, really, like cigarettes in general, like especially the brand Newport as a whole, like how they brand their name, you know, is strategic, but as a whole, cigarettes is just bad. Like it really kills a lot in your body. Whereas the weed will also help cure a lot in your body. Like I know a few people that smoke personally, and they suffer from anxiety, and I actually like I've never been diagnosed with anxiety ever, bro. But
Right.
like a few years, maybe like 4 years ago, I was at work and there was like so much going on around me where I was standing there. It was like all these people, like they every direction walking past, and everybody calling my name every what direction. And I don't know which way to turn. And I had like a full blown, like no lie, did it in the front of the store, like I mean, in the front of where I'm at,
Oh,
like
you had an anxiety
full
attack?
blown anxiety attack, like
Damn.
right there, yeah. Like, and it scared the shit. Like I've never had nothing like that happen to me, bro.
So what that
And this
feel
is
like?
what
Because
it's
I ain't
still
mean to
like,
cut
yeah.
you off, but what
No,
did
no,
that even
no.
feel like?
You good. No, you good. You good. Like all this was just like boom, 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 and it started to get like faster, like all in your chest, and like more specifically, the heart really starts pumping. Like it's like somebody's really like doing this, and then it
Oh
starts
shit.
spreading to your whole chest. So now, right, it's not just
Hmm.
your heart on this side, but your whole chest. So your whole top half is just like over, and it feel like somebody doing CPR. Like,
Yeah.
I'm standing straight up, and everybody's
Dang.
just walking past me, and they looking, and it's people like man, like you are. I'm like no, like no, like, and it felt like because the lungs are in the chest, and at this point I wasn't even smoking yet. This was literally 4 years ago.
Hmm.
So I'm standing there and I couldn't even breathe because this is my lungs, and like I'm hyperventilating and I'm hunching over as I'm standing up. I'm like hunching over and shit. Like I'm thinking, yo, like this is about to be a rap. Like is this not what the fuck?
You
Is
thought
this
I ain't mean to laugh, bro. You
like
thought
is
you was
this
going down?
no? Yeah, like
It
I
was
know this
over
not
for
what
you.
I think it is. Nigga, I'm too young for this. Wait a minute.
Oh
Cause I'm
shit, man.
at this time I think I was like probably like 25, 25, 26, probably not even 26 yet. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm a quarter. I can't go out like this. Like, oh, like, and a couple of my mans that was on the shift, like they called me like under here. And like, yo, just kneel down, like, just sit down right here, just chill real quick, like, and
Right.
there's some water. Like, what happened? Like, what happened? Like, you alright? Like, you good? Like, breathe, my nigga. I'm like, yo, like I couldn't, like, it felt like that space where the lungs is in there was getting that small, couldn't really breathe type shit. Like, so when
Damn,
I
that's
say like
crazy.
that long, yeah, like when you say that long lasting effect, like something like that to go from smoking and nothing like that has happened like since before or since, maybe it's helping the body. Like
Okay.
to really look at the question in a positive light, we has to be helping somewhere. Cause
Okay.
that shit was scary, my nigga. Like
So you're
even
saying it,
still
well,
talking about it, like shit was
it
scary. Like
it is kind of
yeah,
documented that I don't want to say kind of. I don't want to make no. I don't want to make nothing I say as a fact. You know, I didn't research none of this stuff, but they do say weed does help with anxiety. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of people do
Yeah,
claim that. You know what I mean? A lot of people claim that.
yeah,
Um, I personally don't really know what anxiety feel like. I could be going through anxiety. I don't even fucking know. I don't know what it feel like. But
yeah.
when I was smoking weed, the only thing I could say is just it just relaxed my body. You know what I mean? After working a long day,
Mm-hmm.
I was working at the post office or whatever, come home and do what I do. I
The
could feel the
mailman.
relaxation over my body. But
Yeah,
as far as like the long lasting effects, I just feel um like if you a daily smoker all day every day, your lungs got
yeah.
to be trash. Your lungs
It
got to be
gotta be
trash
fucked
because
up.
my
Yeah,
thing
it gotta
is
be fucked
smoke is smoke, no matter if it's cigarettes, weed,
up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
cigars,
All that. Yeah.
fucking whatever. I just feel like smoke is smoke, and it's gonna fuck your lungs up one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, smoking cigarettes might be worse, maybe,
Yeah.
but smoke
Yeah.
damages your lungs regardless. So I
Yeah.
just feel
Fact.
like that's a long term effect that it, like if you could take a picture of your lungs is probably fucking dark
Yeah,
purple
like
black,
it's
like
for
your
real.
lips.
They've
You
been
know what
through
I
some
mean?
things.
Yeah. So
Through some
and the
things.
long lasting
It's
effects
been a
that it
life.
have on your brain is like I just feel like
Mm-hmm.
that. I mean, I feel like you can recover from most of this shit if you give it enough time, but I feel
Yeah,
like
if
it
you.
dampens your brain, like it dampens
Yeah.
your your natural ability to do things. You know what I mean? Like people say,
Yeah.
"Oh, I smoke weed to help me think better," or shit, whatever. I don't know. I just made that up. But if you
Uh,
don't smoke weed, if you go from smoking weed and then you don't smoke weed for a while, you will see that you do things a lot better when you're not high. You know what I mean? If you give it enough time.
mm,
That's my experience.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've been doing this, not smoking shit for a while. Not
Yeah.
smoking, smoke for a little bit, then stop smoking again.
Mm,
I see the effects. I see the difference.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's my take on the long term effects. I mean, it's plenty more effects
Mm,
long term, but I'm gonna just
yeah.
leave it at
So
that.
it's
You
definitely
got
a
anything
lot.
else to say about that?
Um, shit. it, it it's definitely gonna do what it's gonna do at the end of the day. Like no matter and people in general really like a lot of people are really gonna do what they're gonna do. They're gonna have their beliefs, you know, their beliefs, their opinions, and that's what makes America America. Like versus China and all them niggas. That's what make us, you know, like oh wait, who's my mic? Oh, all right. Like that's what makes us different. You feel me?
Mhm.
So I think that should keep going. Like generations and generations should have that debate, like this type of sit down, because this is really just like two homeboys sitting down and we talking shop. We talking that heavy talk over here, ladies and gentlemen. You feel me? You know what I mean? So more people should do this, bro. More
Hell
people.
yeah.
You
So
feel me?
all right,
Like if you watching this, tell your mans and your mans and them subscribe.
it's only gonna get
Like,
better. Listen, it's only gonna get better. This is
only
the
up from
first
here, baby.
episode
Episode
of
one, episode one. The drip is on.
certified
Episode one.
C students.
You feel me?
We're certified
Certified.
C students, man. Like I don't think I guess we're gonna do that on the next one. We're gonna introduce to let you know, give you further detail on what we
Yeah,
mean by certified C students. But just to give you the
yeah.
gist of it, in school, I was a motherfucking C student. I probably got some D's and F's too, but I passed.
We passed that,
You
John. We
know what I mean?
passed.
You don't
Hallelujah.
need to be an A student
All that.
to succeed in life. You know what I mean? I'm
All
not
that.
the most successful person ever, but you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I know some people who
We
made
got
A's
connections.
and shit, and that
We the
ain't,
connects. We the
you know what I
connects.
mean?
Yes,
So all right,
sir.
I got a question that you kind of
Uh,
you know, one of your questions. You ready?
Oh man, I
Hey
think
man,
I
we need
know.
some. Can we get the like, man, from our two viewers, man? I appreciate
can we
that.
can we
You know what I
spread the
mean?
word?
They
Go tell
probably
your
already
mans
did.
in there.
I can't check the
I
YouTube
hope
right
y'all
now.
did. I hope y'all did. Listen. Y'all watching, we appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I
Episode one,
definitely
baby.
appreciate it, man. I feel
Episode
like I got
one,
to do
baby.
more for my original day
Yeah,
one subscribers because they've been rocking with me for
they
a while,
won.
and I ain't been putting out no
And it's
content lately or none of that. I
yeah.
was real inconsistent with my shit, but
Do
this is
they
something that we're gonna be doing weekly for sure. You know
do
what I
they
mean?
do they got the chat active? Can they
I don't know.
activate
Let
the
me.
chat on the joint?
Oh, it do say comments on it. Hold up, let me see.
Because if they got questions, let's get to it, man. Q&A us up, baby. Q&A us up. Let's do it. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
my
Yeah.
bad, my bad, my bad. Somebody been asked a question about 2 minutes
Okay.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Jenny Pass Rush 54. What's good,
Shout out to Jenny.
baby?
Shout out to Jenny. She
All
probably got
right.
that big gold booty.
I don't know if you can see the comment or not, but let me see if I can put it up
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Mm.
Can you see it?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So my dreams been affected, and if you saw any difference. Um, that's an interesting question. Shout out to Jenny for that.
Definitely shout
Um,
out to Jenny Pass Rush.
definitely shout out to Jenny.
So
Um,
basically, she's
well,
saying, how have your
hmm
dreams been affected, and do you see any difference between how they used to be before you started
yeah,
smoking
yeah.
and how they are now after you while
I've
you now that you
actually,
smoke weed? Do you see any difference?
yeah, I actually have. I actually
Okay.
have because when we're younger, especially like coming from North Philly, we dream a lot. We want a lot. We see what we see, and we like, yo, we want that. Like how me and you became friends. I don't listen. This is about probably almost 16, 17 years ago, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And me
We
and
was in
this
fifth
guy
grade.
have, yeah, fifth grade. Me and this guy have been friends over three things: wrestling, the 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying album, and Chappelle Show. Those three things
No.
made us best friends for life. I
Absolutely.
don't care. I don't care if we stop talking today and 5 years from now and we talk again. We still gonna be friends. You feel me?
Yo,
Like that
absolutely
friendship
right.
is lifetime. And them three things I still remember every day, bro. Still remember.
Yo, we used to be
So
fooling and we used to be fooling, man.
every day, yes,
But
every day.
let's try
So
to answer her question though. Like, did you see any
oh
difference
yeah,
between
yeah.
your
So
dreams before you started smoking and after?
yeah,
I
so
know
the
I did.
difference is, yeah, for sure, for sure. So the difference is for me, when we're younger and we thinking, big and everything like that. As we get older or whatever, goals really do start coming into play. But life happens. So for me, it was a lot of that. It was a lot of life happening. So my dreams really kind of went smaller. They're like, okay, maybe in a few years, maybe in 10 years, maybe in five. Like, and life really just continued on. Like, kids happen and relationships happen and deaths and all of that. So, you
Right.
know, when I really started to sit down and really think about, okay, well, what do I want to do and what am I good at? I had to really elaborate on what because, you know, multi talented. Like, I can make music, I can literally make beats in like minutes.
Oh
I
yeah,
can
he make he
draw.
make he
Yeah,
produced
like
music too, y'all.
exactly. Like all of that stuff come into play. And that was the basics, right? You
Right.
can draw, what I mean? You can make beats. Like, you're good at this, you're good at sports, you're good at that. You know, all that was literally all the basics for me. And then all this while I'm older, it's just like, okay, well, how can I make that bigger? And I started working on each and every craft. The main craft that I paid attention to and I gave the most attention was music. And that helped me set
Mhm.
up a lot of different networks with people. and I'm
Right.
connected to a lot of, different individuals who are completely different in their own right, but they're the type of people that literally can call me a friend because I'm there and I understand them and I know exactly what they want to do in their craft, and they want to help me in that way.
All right. So,
So
all right,
you
my bad.
know,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
it's yeah. So like when it's like that though, like it's like that though. I really
So
just figure laws gonna change,
let me
but
say something real quick.
uh-huh.
I see what you saying, but I think
Mm,
you took the word. I think you took dreams different than what I believe she meant. Maybe you're right, but I don't know. But I think she was saying
yeah,
literally your
like
dreams, like when you go to sleep at night. Like I'm gonna give you my example. Like,
oh, every night.
um, yeah, my thing. I always had dreams. Like every I dream. I remember dreams from when I was a kid. Don't ask me how, but I
Yeah,
remember damn near all of my dreams. Like I probably can't recall them all now, but every time I wake up, I
uh-huh.
remember my whole dream basically. But
Yeah,
then I was smoking weed a lot. I still was dreaming, but when I first stopped smoking,
uh-huh.
my dreams became like crazy. Like they just was like
Mm,
super weird dreams and dreams of me smoking weed. And I used to be mad at
yeah,
myself and all that. Like the dreams
uh-huh.
got crazy, man. Like so, and it was more vivid. Like for a while when I was smoking weed for a while, to me I was just dreaming normally. Then when I stopped smoking, my dreams became like way more like vivid and colorful and just I don't know the right words to put on it, but it was crazy though.
Uh-huh.
And now like I feel like I'm back to normal dreaming. Like as far as like nothing crazy really be happening. Like every now and again I might have a dream that I was smoking, and I'll wake up like
Uh-huh.
yeah I know that was a dream, some dumbass shit. But a couple times I have like lucid dreams where I'm fucking jumping over houses and shit because I know I'm dreaming. Like I'm dreaming and I know I'm dreaming. Oh, I love them type of
Yeah,
dreams, man. You ever have a
either
fucking
that
lucid
or either
dream?
that or you in the Matrix, my nigga.
Hey, bro, I had a couple
You
dreams where
nigga,
I was walking down the street and I'm like, hold up, I'm dreaming.
my man
So
took
I'll
the
start
red pill.
floating.
He took the red pill.
Hey, man, that was what's up, man. But I think I don't know if when she said dreams, does she mean like
uh,
your dreams for like your goals for your life or
like
your
your
actual
goals.
dreams?
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean,
'Cause
so
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was
I hope
like.
we
Oh,
answered
wait.
that question. I
Yeah,
hope we answered
hopefully,
that.
hopefully.
I got
What
this
do you have
question
in
that
next?
you should answer.
Okay,
Bam.
okay.
Do you think Obama smoked weed?
Now listen, I came up with this question because I personally think that this man smoked grape Swisher Sweets. Like
You
I
said grape or
personally
grape?
grape Swisher
Like the
Sweets,
flavor grape?
grape flavor Swisher Sweets. If you look at this man's demeanor, he looked like he got an eighth on it at all times, man.
Why
Like,
specifically grape though? Why you say grape?
cause it's Obama, man.
Oh, shit.
Obama black, man. I'm telling you, look, Obama black, man.
Yeah.
I know he gotta be. Michelle, you want something? Like, I'm telling you, I'm saying, like, I know
Yo.
he going, man. They gonna send the people after us after this.
Hey man. No,
They talk about the president like that. Like,
I
listen, man.
personally think that yeah, why not? You know what I mean?
I told you, like,
You
I
you
know,
became the president of the United States at one point in
I
time.
know,
Two terms.
yeah, 2 terms, bro.
So at
Niggas
this
eight
point, do
years.
whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean?
He he's solid. He's
You know what I
solid,
mean?
man.
You probably do
He,
smoke weed. Yeah.
he probably, if
Yeah.
he do, it's probably gas.
Or Zaza,
Probably gas or Zaza.
as they call it, the Zaza.
Yeah,
Man. But yeah,
yes,
man. Let me
sir.
see. Hold up. Oh, yeah, Jenny said she meant actual dreams, like when you go to sleep. That's what she
Oh
said.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. My fault,
Yeah.
sir.
Shout out to Jenny,
Um,
man. I appreciate you tuning in.
oh yeah, we appreciate you tuning in. Spread the word. Uh,
Absolutely, man.
spread the word. Um,
Um,
the dreams when I'm sleeping though. Uh,
do
like
you
I
even
think
dream?
Huh?
Do you dream? Like, did you ever do you dream on a normal even when you wasn't smoking?
I did, but my dreams before I started smoking were more personal. Like I felt like, everything that happened in those dreams was something that did happen or something that was going to happen, and it was like personal. Like some of them were bad dreams, some of them were good, right?
Okay.
And then once you do start smoking and everything, like some dreams really come more different. Like they start getting more abnormal. Like I start getting daydreams and stuff too, like a lot. And what I noticed, most of the actual dreams at night or whatever, like they become more story type, like movie esque, like if that makes sense. Like it feels like I'm in a film or something. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And something's happening to me, and I'm able to see this shit. You know what I mean? And like that shit is just it's a whole different aspect. That shit is crazy. So it started happening more and more and more, and I kind of tried to slow down with like the weed smoking. So kind of be kind of sort of like just get enough to what I mean, go about my day or whatever, whatever. But
right.
it's took its direction as far as dreams and what they've been before and what they look like now, and expanded it, made it bigger. Like
Yeah.
I feel like before, if I'm dreaming in a movie theater, it's like put it that way. Like if dreams like movie theater before we, after would be kind of like the IMAX, like whole dome,
Okay.
whole
Okay.
dome and shit. And you
I see
feel
what
me?
you're
Like
saying.
see all the way back. And you feel me? Like that's
I
kind
see.
of how it affected me. If that answers, hopefully that answers your question. Hopefully, that's just
Yeah.
as good as I can put
So
that.
so when actually did you start smoking weed again? I think you did answer that, but I forgot. I think you said last year. When did you
20,
like actually
yeah,
start smoking weed?
2020, 2020. Um, and I believe the month it was like the end of the year, so I want to say probably what like right before September, maybe early September, something like
Okay.
that, something like that.
So
And
you basically still a beginner.
I mean, I mean to some, you could say that. But I've smoked with some of them, with some of the best out here, and
Okay.
yeah, they couldn't hang with your boy.
Hey, hey,
Couldn't
man,
hang
you
with
you
you.
kind of a big dude, man. So you got some big lungs under the chest, man. So
Hey, your
that's right.
boy has been
That
on a
counts.
mission though. Listen, your boy been on a mission. I bought a bike. Like literally, that's literally what weed would do. Like it'll make you get ideas on shit that you good at. Like if I'm good
Okay.
at art and drawing and
What you
making
are?
music,
I remember
you
that
know what
shit.
I mean? Yeah. Exercise might not be in that category, my nigga. Like it just might not match. So I'm like,
Right.
all right, 29 years old. Let me go buy this bike. I'll ride this bike to work. I'm like a good 2 hours late for work. Like two
Dang.
hours
Who the
stamp.
fuck is you 2 hours late for work? You sound like me when I used to be
Because I
when you
haven't
let me
rode a
chill.
bike in like over a decade. Like, I'm like, the fuck? So I was like, yo, like maybe the bike wasn't a good idea. So I'm like, all right, let me just rest my body first and then try to get back on that joint. But I'm gonna get back on there. But like shit like that, we to do that, bro. We to
Right.
make you get certain ideas. Like I have a t-shirt print press sitting in my closet, right
Oh
over
shit.
there, inside
Yeah.
that, in that door right there, in that closet.
Right.
There's a big ass box with a print press in it for t-shirt making.
Okay.
I was high one day and I'm like, yo, I should start making t-shirts, hoodies, shit like that. Put some shit like real
But look,
shit.
hold
So I'm
up. This
like,
the thing, real quick.
yeah,
Weed to have you do that, right?
yeah.
It'll have you start some shit, but the rest of the weed
Mm.
effect, it had you not finishing shit and not going through and not executing and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like don't get it wrong. Some people do execute and follow all the way through and do shit. You know what I mean? Don't get it fucked up. But like I said, weed does make you procrastinate. You might get a good idea and
Yeah.
start doing shit, but then are you following through? Are you going to do it? Like in your case, just to give you the example, you got the print
Mm-hmm.
T-shirt press, but you ain't never do nothing
I
with it.
never used it though. Never used it, John. Too.
Hey
So that's
man,
why I'm
listen, we
like,
all guilty of some shit like that. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm not she gonna have the internet money tomorrow. Cool, cool, cool. She trying to handle everything with this funeral stuff. Yeah. She got, I don't know if you know. You know her mom passed away. Yeah. So. Yeah, she got.
Excuse me, y'all. That's a little
My
technical
fault.
difficulties.
My fault, bro. My fault. My fault.
No, you good, man. I'm gonna put another question up there too.
Alright. Yeah.
And
All
also,
right,
man, for the people
yeah,
that's
my bad.
watching, um, people that's viewing now, future
Uh-huh.
viewers, subscribers, like I want y'all to
Subscribe,
give y'all part
like
too.
and
Like
subscribe. Shit.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely. But I want y'all to
Yeah.
give y'all part too. Like I want y'all to like if you want your want to give your 2 cents, you know, you could come up on this platform, show your face, or you don't have to show your face. Say what you got to say, what you think, you
For
know.
sure.
Any
For
questions you want
sure.
to go back to, you want to answer, let somebody know. You can put it in the
No,
comments, or you could give
for
me your
sure.
email address or anything, and I'll send you the link to join in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, listen. No questions are dumb questions. We answering all questions. Trust me.
Yeah.
Like, you
So
know what I'm
this was
saying?
another
Like
one of
y'all
your
good.
questions.
Mm-hmm.
Make weed fully legal? Yes or no? Why? Why not?
Mm.
I Want me answer first?
I mean, you answer first.
All right. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
I say I'm gonna say yeah because
Mm-hmm.
of the when you just compare it to things like alcohol and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
um, if alcohol is fucking legal,
Mm-hmm.
why the fuck ain't weed legal? And they know when people.
And they
I don't
do
want
the
to get into
same
all that,
stuff.
but
Right.
if alcohol is legal,
Mm-hmm.
weed should be legal. You know what I mean? But
Right.
on the other
Mm-hmm.
side of things, like that's gonna fuck a lot of people money up, man. A lot of the drug dealers who sell weed, I don't want to call you a drug dealer because weed is not really a drug. I'm gonna just call you a
Right.
hustler. A lot of the hustlers, I mean, you still gonna get your money, but
Ooh,
now that
I'm gonna,
people can go
I'm
to
gonna
the
get
store and
into.
get weed with a receipt,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of people going to do that. And
Right.
then these dispensaries have access to many different flavors. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
uh, I say yeah.
Mm.
And also, I say that with a grain of salt though, because it's like, all right, now that it's legal, it give more people it give more people the motivation to smoke weed because they can't get in trouble for it. So it's like, damn, now you
Exactly.
gotta find yourself, you gotta find a balance and say, all right, I'm not going to smoke weed because I need to get my shit together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Versus smoking weed all day every day because it's legal and you don't have no care in the world because you can never get in trouble for it or whatever the case is. Like
Right. You just.
Amazon they don't when they do their drug testing, they don't test for marijuana. So you can have marijuana in your system
Mm-hmm.
and give your drug test and marijuana is in your system and you still get hired because they don't care about the weed no more. So it's becoming legal everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what you
Um.
think, man? Make weed legal or not?
Um. Well, how I think about it, as far as um a consumer, right? Somebody that's using, but somebody who also knows that you can make money off of it. That's really what the country is built on, right? Like, so it's really
Mm-hmm.
up to the country to really decide if they want to make money off something that's really at the end of the day going to be sold legal or illegal.
Yeah,
You feel me?
it's pretty
So
much
it's
damn
like,
everything.
yeah, that's the one side to really look at it, right? Because they're
Mm-hmm.
looking at it like, yo, they gonna do what they want to do. Like, no, we're gonna do what we gotta do. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whether we fuck with y'all niggas or not, we're gonna do what we gotta do as people, as black people, as African American people. And from The other side, from the hustler standpoint, that nigga in the corner right now as we speak, with one of these, like that nigga is gonna, if they do make it legal, he gonna open his own shit. Like he gonna take whatever illegal money, flip it
If he was
to
putting that money
open his
up,
own. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many brothers that's doing other stuff. Like it's a couple of niggas I know that own barbershops and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like after hour spots, shit like that. Like they own businesses, but their way, not really like the black owned business label that everybody trying to put out there and make it seem like, you know what I mean? No,
mm-hmm.
the actual, this what we gotta do. And I'm gonna make this shit work. And I'm seeing that in my own neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, up there. And if they decide to make that shit legal, that's what niggas gonna do. They gonna make that shit work.
Yeah,
That's the beauty. That's what I fucks with. So it's like I'm for that if it's gonna make it do what it's supposed to do. But you can't bring no violence. You can't, you know what I'm saying? It can't be the negativity. You feel me? So I say yeah, just off of the strength of uplifting and building that part of, you know what I mean, the community and giving back and showing what we can do, given the opportunity, even if it's weed. Even if it's weed.
right.
You feel me? So I'm like, let us show what we can do. Like for instance, the other day, last week, I'm sitting in here, I'm on YouTube, I see a video, cause I got ESPN up and down YouTube. See a
Okay.
video, they're like, yeah, they just given Bobo, uh, one of the players off of the Denver Nuggets, they
I know
just giving
Bobo.
him, yeah, they just giving him like his first 15 minutes of the season,
Mm-hmm.
and he just like all
He was
fucking,
cooking.
you know what I'm saying? He's cooking like the chef,
Mm-hmm.
like shit like that. It's like giving that opportunity, like something like that, like seeing something like that. Um, yo, that's what it's about, bro. Like that's what it's about.
Opportunity.
Give us the opportunity so
Opportunity.
we could
Right.
take the ball and dunk that, bro. Like you know, and then dunk on niggas. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be for the greater good if they do legalize it. It would at the end of the day, financially, it's gonna be for the greater good, and that's what the bigger picture really is for people, and hopefully that's what the bigger picture is for everybody. Cause that'd be something
True.
epic. That would be something great. So we
Hey
can't
man,
top that.
everybody's
Yeah,
going to benefit one way or another, man. Like we
everybody
all
gonna make
know
a
who's going
dollar.
to profit the most off of this shit, man. We already know how they
Everybody,
go.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
everybody gonna make a dollar.
But
So,
like I said, let me see. It's about 2:30 right now. I feel like we
oh
did
yeah,
good. I feel like we did good. You know what I mean? We got
hour of greatness. 1
Jenny
hour
Pass
of
Rush.
greatness.
She gave us
Shout
some,
out to
some
Jenny.
feedback. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? It seemed
Shout
like we
out
had a
to Jenny.
nice two people, 2 to 3 people that was watching, tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Leave a like, write in the comments something you think we could do better. You know what I mean? Any suggestions you got? If you want to come up here next time and say what you got to
Yeah,
say, whatever. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Listen, we are open. You feel me?
Coming
Like
to a
we're gonna have
town near
different people
you.
come on, different
Yeah,
friends. We're gonna have other people come on and get a part. And we're not only gonna be talking about weed, we got other stuff to talk about too. But just
yeah,
starting out, like I said, I want to be loyal to my original subscribers
yeah.
that
They
that that
want,
was rock with me from day one. You know what I mean? When I was
they
telling people
want
to stop smoking weed.
they
I'm still
want
on that type of time. Like I'm still that person that's gonna tell you stop smoking weed and get your shit together. You know what I mean? I still don't smoke. I don't
Yeah,
smoke. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
that's just how
I
it go.
think
You know what I mean?
no, I think that does bring me to my question for you though. The very last question of the night. Who is some of your top like weed influencers? Like who really, showed you like, okay, this ain't bad because I'm doing it, and then you're
Hold on now.
seeing
Say
it
that
like,
again.
okay,
Say it
like
again.
who is your weed influence? Like Who influenced you to pick up the blunt? That's
When I
it.
was smoking.
Well, yeah, well, and able to smoke. Like, who
Um,
influenced you to pick up the blunt in the first place? Like,
so like when I first started smoking.
how was your first experience, my brother?
All right. Well, let's we're gonna have to take it way back for that. Even before St. Martin
Okay.
days. Oh, probably was St. No, I think it was before that. That's crazy that I'm about to say this shit, right?
Yeah.
I got an older brother. He got me by what 2 to 3 years, something like that. He was wild. He was wild. You know what I mean? Um, lived with his grandmama as well, and he he used to smoke cigarettes, weed, take pills, drink lean, all types of shit, right? I didn't do none of that shit, but
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
being my big brother, I was following after him. So it was a point in time where I took a puff of a fucking cigarette, and it wasn't even a fucking Newport. It was like a Marlboro or Winston or some shit. I can't remember what it was,
Man,
but
you fucking
one of them type of
old
cigarettes
man,
that
John.
his
Yeah.
his grandma used to
Ooh.
smoke them Jones, man. So I took a
That's
puff
the
and then killed
that's the
myself in the bathroom.
that's the Mr. Trevor cigarettes.
Yo, you know what I mean? I damn near killed myself in the bathroom taking a puff of
Yeah,
that shit. But
yeah, for
besides that, I
sure.
never went back to taking no puffs and no cigarettes. I almost died doing that shit. But
Yeah.
um, the weed, my first time ever taking a puff of weed was with him, and I
Mm,
I was smoking in the basement. It was crazy because look, he was in the basement smoking, trying to show me how to do it. So he
yeah.
was like, "You gotta puff it." So I was puffing it, but I wasn't inhaling it. You know what I mean? I was just like dragging it and blowing it right out. Like he's like, "No, you wasting it. You wasting it." So he took
Mm,
and he like this. He said, "Do this." You know the whole motion, right? So I
mm.
did that shit. I started coughing all crazy, and his grandpa heard us in the basement smoking. He came to the door. What the hell y'all down there doing? Like he
Oh
like
shit.
he
Damn.
came down the steps. My eyes was bloodshot red. So uh, that was
Damn.
crazy, man. That was a crazy experience, man. But that's how I initially started smoking weed. But I wasn't smoking weed
Yeah,
daily at that point. I still was kind of a
yeah,
kid, so I've been left it alone. But I started smoking weed daily
yeah.
once I got out of Catholic school and I started going back to public school in 10th grade because
Oh yeah.
I went to Catholic school from fifth to ninth grade. Ninth grade I went to
Mm,
Cardinal Dockley. Then I got back to public school in 10th grade. Hanging
yeah.
with people from around my way is what got me to
Shout
start
out,
smoking weed
shout
again.
out Dominique and them. Yeah.
Dang, remember her?
Dominique, Bree, Tracy, all the shout out them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
If y'all
crazy,
see
man.
this, shout y'all out. Hey,
Yeah,
Martin's
that's
in the
crazy.
city, in the
You already
building.
know. But listen, man, I got
Yeah.
like I said, I got a poker tournament at 3 o'clock, so I got to make sure my
Oh yeah,
mind is right for that.
you gotta make that. You gotta make that, man. Big money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. What up, Jenny? Let me see. Let me see. Jenny said
Okay.
we did
Okay.
good. Thank you, Jenny. Appreciate that.
Hey,
Next time.
my shorty actually suggested that too. Have like a panel, me and you
Yeah.
interview somebody, ask them, get like a third person perspective. Matter of fact,
Hmm.
Vinny, if you'll bless us with your presence, hopefully we can have you on.
Yeah,
Hopefully we get
that's a
you
good
on a
idea.
call.
You know,
Get
next
that,
time.
yeah,
Good.
get that third person split screen, John. You know what I'm saying? We make it happen. Hopefully,
Hmm.
hopefully.
And you don't
We
have to
see,
show
we
your
see
face
we
if
can
you
work
don't want
on
to
that.
show your face.
Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure.
You don't have to show your
That's
face if you don't
all.
want to show your
See,
face.
we
But if you
appreciate
do,
you either.
you know,
Appreciate you either way. Yeah,
absolutely. But yeah,
yeah,
I
and
appreciate that.
definitely
That's
spread the
definitely a good
word.
idea, Jenny.
Yep, spread the word. Subscribe,
So
like,
I guess we're gonna end this one here. And
sure.
I think it already automatically uploads to YouTube. This is my first time doing this shit, so I don't know. I'll figure it
Off
all
the
out.
rip.
You
Yeah,
know, as days go on, we'll get better and better. You know what I
all the
mean,
time,
like you said, we're gonna have multiple people up here. So yeah.
all the time. My God,
Hey, my boy 1991, man. I appreciate you, my guy.
I'm easy. Rough from the sandbox.
You already
Okay,
know. Yeah,
all
man.
day, all day, all day.
Hey, bro. I'm gonna end this, John. I'm gonna call you
Appreciate
in a
you,
couple
bro.
minutes and let you
All
know everything else that's going on.
right,
Like I
all right.
said, I appreciate you, man. So
My God,
I'll
cool.
let you in a little
Okay,
bit.
all right, broski.
All right.
All right, bro.